You want it.
Oh, no! I can't deny consent anymore.
You can't. You can't.
Alexis just gave me the strangest look.
As well as you should.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Rockhound Podcast. We're so happy to be here back here with you in a different outfit, I guess. And so we're going to go around and find out who's with us in the house. Kurt, who are you?
My name's Kurt with Rock.Hounding.Adventures out in western Colorado, where it's nice and cold.
Yeah. Thank you, Kurt.
My name is Hildegard, and that's all I got to say.
It seems as though your reaction is guarded.
It is.
Perhaps Hildegarded. Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you for joining us, Hildegard. And I am Karen over on the kind of coldish and swampy-ish Oregon Central Coast. And I am with Ozone Fine Art Ventures. And you probably already knew that. So we'll move right on.
Now you do.
Yep. That's us. That's the Rockhound Podcast right there. And last week we had, or no, not last week, probably a few weeks ago, last month, we did this. And there was much of that going on. And I just wanted to shout out, thank you so much, Rookie, for coming on. Jesse is always like such a marvelous guest to join us on the podcast. There were way many laughs, and we could have gone much longer. And so we promised y'all a part 2, and part 2 is coming soon, I am sure. And Alice in Mineral Land loved it. Dustin, of course, loved it as well, from Dustin Finds Rocks. M.A. Corrupt. See, we saw a lot of new names, of course, on his, because he attracts. He's very attractive. And we have Lisa loved it. Blind Squirrel Rocks. Colleen Neophyte Ors. John Saucer Hunter. Val Summers. Ivan Lopez, who always says awesome episode, guys. And so thank you so much. I feel like if that is ever missing, we have something serious to worry about.
Something really bad.
Yeah, that's definitely my point. C. Carrie McCarty, thank you so much for checking in. Sandmaker as well. Silverback. It was so cool to hear the Silverback stories with Jesse as well. Yeah. And so thanks for being this boy. And thank you for tuning in. M.A. Corrupt checks in again. New Zealand, Rocks Down Under. Val Summers, I think, again there as well. Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm. Great handle. Lazardo 9324. That's there. Minima Mensa. Did I say that right? You guys all know her as Ma around the way, around the neighborhood. And Billy Whitehorn, and of course Manny, off your rocka, all y'all. Thank you so much for leaving us a comment. Feel free to leave a comment for this one, and we shall shout you out. Oh, we have some even bigger. That's big news, of course, with Jesse. But we have some pretty grand announcement to make, and so we're going to bring in the announcement maker and let him tell you.
So, a little message from the man behind the curtain. I am taking a step back from the podcast. Karen, Kurt, and Theo are going to take over, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But this isn't a goodbye. I'll still be around. We'll do collabs, and I'll come back on as a guest and stuff. But it's not a goodbye. I didn't really want to address it, but I don't want to have people oh, there might be some bad blood. There is no bad blood. We are all really close friends, and I'm looking forward to doing future stuff with my friends. But I do have to spend more time with family and with River because she's growing, and the business that I've been building over time. So I feel really bad having to make this decision, but I really hope everyone understands. And I will still be around. I'll still be very supportive of my friends that are going to be running the channel. So show them all the support that you can possibly give. And I'll see you all here very soon. Again, it's not a goodbye. I'll still be around. So until then, Well, enjoy the rest of the podcast.
Sadness, man.
This is like a reaction video, right? Like we just all found out.
It is.
Not really, but we definitely appreciate you, Kyle, for all of the time that you put into the podcast and for making that video, because we were all trying to wrap our heads around like, what do we do? Like,
so how do we
people
tell
are
them?
gonna notice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's sad to see him go, but I know he needs the time, and we're doing new things.
Yep.
And he
For
can
sure.
come back anytime
Exactly.
and be the man behind the curtain.
Yep, he said he
Or
would.
on the show.
Yep. But he did, recommend kind of envisioning that last scene in the Wizard of Oz, when the wizard is like flying off in the balloon and he doesn't know how to operate it, so he's just kind of flying away. Those of you who would like to still purchase rocks, he will be available on Saturdays and Sundays.
He's not like gone completely.
He does remember how to do that. He's just going to be off flying around in a balloon on the other nights of the week. So anyways, that was like the super duper big news. And so now, like, who wants to try to top that with like how they've been this week?
Oh, dude, I don't want to.
Right. How do you follow that?
You just don't.
Yeah. I'm sure, like right now, they need a moment in the chat. Also, like, I guess.
I'm sure.
Like,
It's probably better if we just don't say much right now, because I'm sure the chat is going on.
Yeah, we
Give
could
the
just
chat a
hang out
moment.
about 10 minutes. You guys have about 10 minutes. Like,
Yeah,
we all
exactly.
get up and leave. Yeah. Well, how about you, Kurt? How's your last couple weeks been?
Man, it's been good, and I got sick for a little bit around Christmas, but I'm doing much better now. And I've been kind of, what in the world?
Karen made herself large for a second.
It might happen to you soon.
I guess we should probably address that too. That's the other announcement, is we're on a new platform. So we're still, this tonight is going to be crash and burn.
We'll
say troubleshooting, but crash came up.
Like a Freudian slip.
The other announcement besides just being on another platform?
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah. Man, we're so good at this.
Dude. We'll see who's big next. But hey, Kurt, since you remembered, do you want to make the announcement?
Yeah, so we are, instead of doing the normal recording on Thursday nights and then premiering it on Friday, we are just going to start doing live podcasts. And that way we can... Are we able to like see their like chatting? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's super cool. In fact, we can post chats like right up on the screen and highlight them and do stuff like that.
The only downside I see to that is how distracted I get. So we're gonna have to like aim for 30 minutes, and then the other 30 minutes will be covered.
Oh, they could go on for 5 hours. Like the live streams can go on as long as we want them to.
Okay.
Kurt's like, no.
No, please don't. No.
I'll just use the slow slide of tangents.
Yeah, exactly.
As much as I can.
See, and we can do this too. Like, see that?
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Wait, how did you do that?
We're going on a tangent right now about how this platform works.
Already tangenting. This is what happens when we don't have Kyle around to rein us back. Theo just talks about nothing. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And there it goes. Okay, back to
that makes me so happy.
Yeah. Thank you, Kyle. That was a gift from Kyle.
Yes, it was. Sorry. Anyway, Kurt, didn't mean to cut you off. Your week. I think you were talking about.
Oh no, he was making an announcement.
Oh, we were still making. Okay, sorry.
Yep.
I'm sorry, my tangent.
Or are we done with that?
I don't know.
We don't know, Kyle.
No editing, just recording.
Yes.
Right. So
yeah, I guess I can jump back into my week.
Well, really quick, we got to tell the guys what the schedule change means. Is that instead of us being on Friday, what's going to happen?
We are now on Thursday nights.
Somebody's echoing.
It can't be me.
Blah blah.
I've got the headphones.
I got a new mic, so it can't be me.
Didn't we just start echoing?
No one's echoing on my side.
Oh, nobody's echoing on your side? Somebody's echoing on my side.
Yeah, mine too.
Oh no, is it me?
He's a sole survivor here. You got a loop going.
Yeah.
A little echoplex. While he discovers what he's going to do about that, I'm gonna go ahead and resolve. Wait. Ooh. I like the tone is nice.
Okay. Well, I can just do this while I'm speaking.
Okay.
Hold it up right here.
I think it was mostly when I was talking, I could hear me again.
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably because my new mic was plugged. So there's like a Bluetooth device that plugs into my phone where which is right next to the speaker. I had this clipped to that wire, so that's probably what it was. I just need to hold this away from.
Oh wait, yeah.
So,
all right. Okay, mission accomplished there. Theo did mention the fact that we were going to be working out some bugs tonight. So
yes, I did. I had a feeling there would be some. So so we're moving to Thursdays because we normally recorded Thursdays, posted Fridays. I literally can't record Fridays because Fridays is usually my my day to edit my own videos for my channel. So instead of figuring out the editing scenario, we're just doing lives because there's no editing involved. The moment we're done recording the live, it just automatically goes up. So it's going to streamline the process like crazy. Only change is that, it'll be one day earlier and not Friday hangout anymore.
And that you guys can join in on the podcast.
Yeah, we can talk to you guys in real time.
Yeah. So
this is awesome.
We figure we've been doing this long enough that we could go without a net. We can do the live stream thing, but we're sorry if Thursday is a weird change for you. Hopefully that's going to work out, and we'll always be able to double down because we'll still do the Friday night lives. And so, in fact, after this, stay tuned because we're going to have a Friday night live right after this. And so now let's go ahead and go on over to Kurt's news.
Sorry, Kurt. I kind of derailed you there. Now I feel bad.
It wasn't your fault. I kind of stopped it as well. It's been really cold and kind of snowy. The snow is kind of stuck, and it's just cold and kind of miserable outside. So I haven't really been able to do a whole lot of cutting or polishing or really rock hounding in general. But I am planning on starting to do some cutting videos and more blacklight cutting videos. I've just been kind of hanging out inside, playing board games and having fun. And going on a couple winter hikes, but not too much. So
nice. Did you have a good Christmas and everything?
Yeah.
Good celebrations. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Ate a lot of food. Homemade lasagna.
Ooh, nice. Did you have Christmas lasagna?
Yes.
That's being a thing these days. I'm kind of jealous.
All night long making the sauce.
Woo.
And it took like 8 hours, I think, making the sauce. Perfect.
Wow. So. That's what it takes. Yeah. Sounds legit.
You can taste the hours.
I can say that lasagna lasted a whole day.
Oh, I feel that's great because obviously you gobbled it up, but there's almost nothing better than day or two old also.
Well,
Like,
But especially with
Oh,
some
that's
stuff,
very good.
like especially like lasagna, because
lasagna.
because it's got time to like marinate in itself. So it's usually better the second day, honestly.
Exactly.
Self-marinating lasagna.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, soup is always that way, you know, like it's always better the day or two after, you know, yeah, it has a chance to commingle all of its flavors.
Exactly.
A phone call.
Yeah.
Oh, you went away for a second.
Oh, did he?
Oh,
I didn't
did.
see that.
Well, he was still there. I just
I
his
glitched.
audio muted out for a second.
Oh, all right.
Wow.
So
Okay.
do you have some beautiful things to show us?
Oh right, yeah. So I almost forgot we were doing that this way. So
We're consolidating shows and tells, guys.
Yeah, we are.
Just for those of you out there, we're gonna cover our week and our shows all at the same time in one fell swoop.
Oh, good.
What's going on?
I think Kurt actually froze.
Oh, no. Yeah, not Kurt's phone, just Kurt himself.
It's rebooting.
My dog got tangled in my cord, and it like messed with my screen.
Oh no.
Okay. But so there's a gentleman on Facebook that I'm friends with that we've been chatting a while, and he sent me some new material that he found out on his claim, which is mineralized siltstone. The reason it's the green color is because copper minerals. Hold on. Where the heck is it? Sorry, I'm not used to the whole live thing.
We're practicing.
Yeah.
That's okay. You know,
There we
like
go.
y'all ever notice that like during the lives, the chat doesn't pay attention anyway?
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it's fine.
They don't care.
They're having way more important conversations than whatever it is we've got to say.
Right.
And I do not say that sarcastically.
No.
Okay. So, this is a mineralized siltstone from copper minerals concentrating in the siltstone, which is giving you that. Oh my gosh, almost dropped it. But it also has hydrofluids that were deposited as well, creating like a white, and I'm not used to this camera on this platform. Right
Is it backwards?
there, it's like white to peach opal. I mean,
Wow.
common opal with red purple agate banding. It's really beautiful material. It does need to be stabilized when you're working with it, but I plan on working on some of this actually tonight. I have some space available.
Wow.
Sorry, it's not really hard to. So like on Zoom, I could just hold it right here,
Uh-huh.
and because my camera's right here on my screen, but on y'all, it's showing it's over here on this side.
So you got to flip it. That's what I had to do
Yeah.
when we first started, because it's showing a mirror image
Yeah,
on
but,
your
like,
end.
No.
Yeah, you can
It's
fix
not.
that in the settings.
Yeah, I had to do that right when I first came
Really?
on, because it was messing with my
Wow.
brain.
Really?
I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to get a computer. Only settings I have is for my mic to turn it off and on, my video, and to change my name. Those are the only settings I have on a phone.
Oh man, that's a problem.
Yeah.
So, anyways, this is the siltstone with the common opal and agate. Really beautiful material. It takes a really beautiful polish, and the guy Eric actually just sent a box off to Taylor, Agate Dad. So you'll be seeing this on his channel.
Nice.
In the near future, but it's really beautiful material, and I'm looking forward to working with it. And I have not, so I have probably like 10 to 15 videos worth of content on my phone. I just have not been able to talk myself into editing. I apologize to everyone that I have not posted any actual videos. I just posted like shorts, because that's like the easiest thing I can do. with like the time available.
Oh my gosh, feeling you on that one.
So,
Yeah.
And the more they stack up, the more like you're like, oh, I can't.
I got like 7 unboxing videos I gotta post, and then I still have content from Texas when I was there months ago that I still need to edit and put together, and I have like bags of those rocks sitting outside before they get like organized elsewhere.
Yeah,
So
I feel you. My next video was actually one from the Wyoming trip, so.
Oh wow.
I'm backlogged also.
I haven't posted my Wyoming or the other travels as well. Same. And your description of what the rocks are doing, like things are in like boxes and queue and there's notes and stuff like that, because I will lose track. Be like, who are you and why are you here? You know, especially if I try to jumble them, which, you know, makes getting organized and cleaning not easy.
Yeah, because you can't put them away before you're done filming, because otherwise you'll never find them again. No. If you're me, anyway. It's like,
no.
Especially if it's like, if I've got like 3 or 4 different river hunts, no, I can't put those away. They have to remain in their individual box because, yeah. It's easier when it's like different stuff, because it's just like, oh yeah, obviously this material is from Wyoming. Yeah. Only the one place that could be from. But yeah, when you've got like 4 Yellowstone river hunts in the queue, you have to keep them separated.
That's beach hunts too. Like which agate, you know, which hunt was this from? Like,
exactly.
Not going to happen. Yeah. Not going to go back through all the footage and try to sort this stuff out.
Exactly. So when I get back, they go in a box until I can finish filming, and then I'll put them away once the video is like done. But until then, yeah, they're all in boxes.
Yep.
Totally.
But sorry, I went off on a tangent. This material, I forgot to say what it was called. The material is called the serpent stone from the Serpent's Ridge in northeast of Moab, Utah.
Oh, cool!
So, if you guys or if anyone is interested in checking it out, he does have a Facebook page called Serpent's Ridge. So check it out.
Nice.
He also finds, my gosh, Septarian nodules.
Should do it.
There
Ooh,
as well
Utah Septarian is crazy.
Wood, so mineralized wood. So
that's
super
awesome.
Cool stuff.
Very cool. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that. You I think you shared some calves that you had done maybe on Facebook or on Instagram.
Yeah, those calves were done by Eric. I just shared those photos to show what they look like cab.
They're gorgeous. Gorgeous.
That rich green tone is really beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, and I like the inclusion of the complementary colors. You know, it's really snazzy stuff.
Pretty sick stuff, yeah. But that is all of my stuff.
Thank you, Kurt.
I hope to do more in the coming weeks. So.
Yeah. We'll be pounding our fingers on our tables, like waiting for your videos to appear. All right. Well, Hildegard, then, what have you for us?
Hildegard, man, when was the last time when we recorded with Rookie? That was like December 1st, right? So I have like the entire month of December to recap. It was crazy busy because I was doing a bunch of stuff. We had a live, which was a lot of fun. I think we went for like 12 hours, and it was crazy. Now we went for 10 hours because we started at noon and we got off at like, I think it was like 10 and a half hours. We got off at like 10:30. Anyway, though, that was a lot of fun. I'm probably going to be doing another one soon-ish. Don't know when yet, so that's why I'm not saying anything more about that, because I'm not committing to any dates that I don't know yet. Anyway, but me and Alexis just have so much fun when we do those. I know we've only done 2, but they're just always such a blast. So we're probably going to be doing that more regularly because it is just a lot of fun.
That was super fun, even though I was like super on medication.
You honestly would not have known. You were on top of it. Your modding duties were on point.
Maybe that's the better operating situation for me.
Just streamlines because it's like reduced to baser functions, basically.
Totally.
I need some of that. So for Christmas, I like making stuff for people because I have the means to do so, and it's perfect fodder for the second channel. Like that's not the main reason I do it, but it is very convenient because I can make projects to give to people as Christmas presents, but then I can just record what I'm doing. So I have 3 videos, not including the other video I already have done. So we're have 4 videos ready to go on the second channel, which is exactly what I was waiting for to start posting on the second channel again. So expect some second channel videos coming soon-ish. That took a lot of time. Then I was doing something, talking with Karen the whole time as I was doing it. That's one of my show and tells. And that took so freaking long. Oh my gosh.
Seriously, these people that are watching think that this is the only time we talk.
No. Man, poor Kurt and Kyle, because
there's a lot of times in our chat, Chris, you'll just see Theo, Karen, for like 2 hours straight.
Yeah.
It never ends.
That's why I say sorry as often as possible. Yeah, pretty much. Because we're both tangenters, not just on the podcast, but like in our downtime also. Yeah. So
they could write a book. All the information in the podcast.
We're going to.
We are.
Yeah. We're going to do that.
It's a true story.
Yeah, we're going to have to talk about that at some point.
It's a lot of fun seeing y'all tangent and seeing what all y'all talk about.
Because we kind of just go up.
Drop a like in there.
Well, it's like Karen and I are both hyper nerds. So when we go off on something, we don't have moderate opinions about those things. We're both like 3,000%. So we'll just go on for, ad infinitum about how awesome this thing is, or this is how you do this thing. Thanks for asking one simple question. Now I'm going to give you 19 paragraphs of explanation.
It's like one long conversation.
It really is. Like
going on for years.
It has, yeah. It really has. So let me holler Alexis in here because I don't actually have any pictures of it. She has it with her though. Alexis, I need you. Bring the cat with you. That's how we talk to each other at home, for everyone wondering. Also, for everyone wondering, I'm still alive. I didn't post last week, and I'm sure that probably freaks people out because I post every week and do not ever miss a day. I figured, because the 23rd is my channel's anniversary. So I made a end of year review video where we it's like a highlight reel of all of the best moments from 2023. And then I was like, okay, I need to post another video on the 29th. And I'm like, why though? That's such a perfect way to end the year. I can just take a week off and not muddy the waters. Cause highlights of the year. I mean, I can't really top that. It feels like a fitting end to the year right there. So I took a holiday break. And then,
yeah, that's fair. I
think so.
Yeah.
I freaking needed it, man. After the 2 weeks before Christmas, I was working till 10 every day. It was crazy. She's coming, I think.
Everybody that is used to everybody's schedules, their schedule's been discombobulated by the holidays. So I think that nobody really knows what day it is for
I don't. It's all just. Yeah.
So if you're gonna do it, that's when too. Yeah.
Exactly. And Alexis took another day off, so I'm even more. Why do you have this?
Hi, Alexis.
I know. Yay. I was going to set it down so I can grab the kitty. This is Pippin. He's getting even bigger now. He's gigantic.
Big.
There you go,
He's
buddy.
bucking out.
Yeah, pretty much. So, all right. So this is the show and tell of the first. I've got the owner and ring model right here.
Ooh, oh, wow.
This platform is so much better with details.
It is,
yeah. That turned out so spectacularly.
So
oh, thank you. It was a process and a half.
But it was so fun to go through that with you, the making of in real time. That was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So we've got two. Oh, where's it? Oh, it's over here. 2 Montana Sapphires on the side, and then the center one is actually an Imperial Topaz. And it is so freaking... that was a fun one to make. Because I faceted all 3 of the stones, and then I freaking lost one of the sapphires.
I was going to wonder if you were going to say something about that.
I was so upset. So I spent like easily 3 or 4 hours trying to find that like 0.4 carat sapphire. Never found it.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Oh, yeah.
Oh, excellent. Well done, Alexis.
Yeah, so that's what it looks like on not a semi-decent live stream camera. I think it came out wonderful. I'm really happy with it.
I adore it.
Yeah, she was very happy with it.
Yeah, but that moment of shock, terrifying concern of you losing the stone, that was
it
insane.
Was horrible. I was so mad because it's literally a stone that's like pinhead sized. Didn't know when it popped off the top either, so there's no way to like track the trajectory. So there's like no knowing where the heck it went. I'd say maybe I'll find it one day, but it's way more likely that I'm probably going to vacuum it up at some point.
Yeah, you'll be going through the vacuum, dust for it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, is that...
What is that?
That is like Kurt's looping...
What is that?
We have a ghost in the machine. That's hilarious.
I'm so afraid. What's happening?
And now we can't hear Kurt. Kurt, say something.
What is happening? Oh gosh! All right. Okay.
I don't know what to do.
I don't either.
Kurt?
I don't know what we do in this. What happens now? Oh.
I muted him. I was still going.
Oh no! What happened?
Kurt, you have a loop that is hilarious. I thought maybe he did that on purpose. That would.
I know. I didn't even notice it at first, and then it just kind of randomly popped up. I'm like, wait, what's happening? I don't know. I wonder if he can actually hear this or not.
Kurt, you can't.
Oh no! The man behind the curtain steps back. In the first episode, things are already just falling apart.
Oh wait, we should probably do that.
What is going on?
Maybe,
I would help. That I have no
hey,
idea.
Kurt, maybe.
Oh yes.
Can you hear me?
You did it. Yes.
We fixed it.
Yes, you're good.
I don't know what the heck just happened. All of a sudden, my screen just showed that it hit mute, and I was like, "How in the heck did it hit mute?" Like, I didn't hit the button.
Oh, that was super creepy. Like,
it was
if
like
you play
really
it backwards, it probably says something.
I can't. I don't know what y'all saw. Like, I thought I was in here like normal.
You were, but the audio, we couldn't hear anything you were saying. It was just this weird, like, loop.
It was you. Yeah.
It was literally like an unending loop of you laughing. But we could see you, but we couldn't hear what you were saying. It was just, the audio was like, oh, that was strange. Okay.
Yeah, that was really
That's
weird. Yeah.
So,
okay. We'll see how many times we can do that today.
Ooh, yeah, that looks way better if I hold it back here where the light's catching it.
Yeah.
Topaz amazing.
That's insane. The whole thing is really quite insane.
Thank you. That was a fun one to make. I have one other show and tell, which I think is hilarious. So give me 1 second. I actually have it here because I need to do something on it. It was a Christmas present that I had to take it back because I had to finish doing something on it.
What happened to Hildegard?
I think he said he'll be right back, I think.
Oh,
so,
okay.
I shook my head, but then I thought y'all were saying my screen was frozen, so I shook my entire body up and down.
We were asking if you could hear us.
Oh, I was
and you were
shaking my head,
shaking.
yes. and y'all weren't saying anything, so I shook my entire body up and down. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna look weird for everyone viewing.
Oh man, yeah, that'll be interesting to watch.
I don't know what happened
when it happens.
Okay, this was a gift for my brother-in-law. I made for him. He's a big Taylor Swift fan, so I made him Taylor the Swift.
And that is a very nice Swift.
This is Taylor Swift.
What material is that out of?
It is polymer clay.
Another one of the carvings of your extraordinary polymer clay experience.
Yes, I am in love with polymer clay. It's so much fun to work with. Yeah, I did this one in like 2 hours, I think, and then another 2 hours to paint. Yeah, it went quick. Went super fast.
That's crazy.
But I didn't coat it properly. It's still tacky, so I need to like figure out how I can salvage this, or otherwise I have to make a new one.
Oh no!
Which I'm hoping I don't have to, because it's a waste of. Oh gosh, as I drop it,
don't drop it.
It's a waste of a ton of polymer clay. So we'll see what we can do there.
Have you tried a heat gun?
I have not. That is a good question, because it's got just a Mod Podge clear coat. Because I painted it with acrylic paint. Acrylic gets really mad about aerosols, so I can't use a lot of other stuff. Right. So honestly, wondering about doing like a really thin resin glaze coat, just to kind of lock it together. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's like it usually doesn't do this. It's still tacky. I don't know what happened there, but it doesn't normally do that.
Maybe it was it really cold when it was trying to set?
Well, you with the polymer, you bake it at 170 per half inch.
The Mod Podge.
Oh, the Mod Podge. No, that was the shop where it was super temperature regulated.
Oh,
like the shop is always a consistent temperature. So I don't know. I use it all the freaking time, and I've never had an issue with Mod Podge before. So I'm not sure what's going on there.
Crazy.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go put this back before I drop it again.
It's lovely.
Thank you.
All right. And well, Hildegard is doing that. Then Kurt will be disciplining his dog. I'll go ahead and get started with the
I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's okay. Wait. That's the wrong one. Oh, that's also the wrong one. Not that one.
It's going to be an adjustment for us to get.
This is so much fun. Yeah. Where's the one where? Let's do that and that. Okay. So it's been a marvelous holiday season around here. We had our ups and downs, but mostly they were quite incredible. I did a live last week with Ken, and that was actually testing this platform so that I could do I'm trying to be at the home this evening for this. And Ken had sent me a box of some pretty incredible stuff. Let me see about sharing. So this is the Gary Green, and this comes from the southeastern area of our state here, and somehow it made its way to Florida and then all the way back. What's that?
Arkansas?
Gary Green. So it's actually Oregon.
Well, you said the R state.
Or is that Arizona? I guess our
state.
Oh, that's AC. Which state is AR? Is there a state AR? I was making a fun, but now I'm just confused. Okay, I was right. I overthought
it. Yeah, so yeah, simply the Gary Green Jasper, and it turned out so beautifully. It's got some really neat landscapes in there. So I can't wait to work with that. So thanks, Ken, for that. It's kind of funny that it went all the way to Florida and then all the way back to Oregon. You got a kick out of that. Yeah. And then he also sent me this, which is some material from Utah. Yeah, and it's got some really, really neat details and druzy pockets. You've got those reds and oranges and yellows, just as bright as can be, and they mix together to make some neat pinks, salmon colors, and then it feels like that agate that is marbling through there. It just wants to tend towards a little bit of blue. So every now and again, I was seeing there's like some green on that piece, but also I was seeing some like getting into purple when it's backed by that red, and so. This stuff was so cool. Absolutely, yeah, outrageous. I was definitely, making all the glee noises when I was cutting this. And I'm still not over the fact that I've got the saw blade that actually cuts things. And so I was able to gobble through this particular specimen in like no time. I'm used to settling in and having like 3 or 4 songs go by while I'm trying to cut the material.
We lost Kurt.
Yeah, he said that was possible because they're having a windstorm out there in Colorado, and so either the giggling ghost in his machine
just finally got him. Yeah, right next to him and make sure he's okay.
Oh wait, here he comes.
Ah, okay.
Oh, look at his face. He's so happy about it.
Why did I go backstage?
You didn't go backstage. You disappeared completely, and then you.
I know. It told me I went backstage.
We thought the ghost got you.
Yeah. So weird.
You're going to reach out and make sure you're safe.
The platform put you on a timeout. Apparently, I didn't touch a thing, I swear.
What did I do wrong?
So weird.
This is exactly why I figured we'd probably want to keep it short tonight, because it's like updates, show and tell, how's our week, and then all of the getting used to new platform stuff. So I was like, that's probably an episode.
That'll definitely fill our time up for sure. And so so those were my shows and tells. I had time actually to do some cutting. I know that everybody, even that we're talking to right now out there in the audience, all y'all, but I know everybody here in the house, like everybody was sliding into home base trying to get their projects done by Christmas. And
very much so.
Oh my gosh. And
I started this 2 weeks before, and I finished it on the 24th. So.
Yeah, you were cutting it really close.
Yeah.
But my dad's adage is, stuff always takes 3 times longer than you think it does.
Yeah.
And boy, with all of the special orders and everything that I had that needed to be done, and in the mail before the mail cuts off and won't be able to deliver it by Christmas, I was
exactly.
Like, And so it was so much fun to finally get past that, all the due dates, and just have a few moments of like, you get to play now. And what do I want to do when I'm playing? I want to cut rocks and, like polish stones, like the same as work, but not with the deadlines and not with the have-tos, right? I couldn't wait to get back to the faceting machine over there. I need to switch my screen too. Yeah. But so back to faceting, I started the new year off with a square. So you guys are used to the rounds and the trillium triangles, and I did an obsidian in a square, and for whatever reason it makes that thing prism so hard. And so I'm really hoping that when I get it set that it'll still allow all that light in so that it prisms. I mean, it's just like crazy rainbows. And so that was a fun exploration, because I just hadn't had the time to do any experimenting. I had to do the for sure's. And so And I know that Hildegard over there got a super sweet Prezi that I won't out, and I got also for Christmas or for whatever.
I forgot to talk about that. That was actually going to be my show and tell, and I forgot to bring. Yeah, we can talk about it.
Yeah, you can.
I forgot to take a picture of it, so I guess next time I'll have to. I got a rolling mill, and I'm so happy because it's going to be like the biggest game changer ever when it comes to doing silver work. Because I have something like 20-something ounces of scrap silver.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, that's just like tiny little snippets of bezel or like little tiny snippets of sheet that are like pretty much unusable. Well, with the rolling mill, I can roll out my own sheet or my own bezel or my own half round or my own square or round wire. Like, it's amazing. It's so cool. So I also got like little bar molds and a coin mold so that I can make stuff easier with it. But yeah, I was playing with it like all day today, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
Little strip of half round like this big into a length of bezel wire like this long, and I'm just like, all right, that's all I needed to see. This is game changer.
Yeah, I mean the tool, those of you that don't necessarily do silversmithing, it basically, you can create out of all of your trim whatever it is that you need, you know. And so if you've been watching silver prices, like they're kind of like everything else, you know, just going up. And so being able to take your itty bitty bits, like he was saying, and turn them into what you need at the moment, which is crazy also. Like, okay, yes. You know, you think ahead of time, like, okay, when I'm ordering from, you know, Rio Grande or whatever, I need sheet and bezel wire, and I need some square and some half round. And like, he's got his easy bake oven at home. He can just cook it.
It literally is.
Everything to Theo.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I got you. Actually, while it's still here, for example, the outer ring on top here, I had to take a length of wire to my little anvil and literally hammer out a square length of square wire because I didn't have any square on hand. Well, I have an insert for that roller where it's like a diamond shape. So when you roll it out and extrude out your length, it will turn into square wire. So what took me probably an hour of hammering and soldering and sanding and polishing literally would take like a minute of just a couple passes through the mill, and it's done. And you've got your length of square wire. It's amazing. It's so cool.
Yeah. And then another thing that is an enviable thing is that you can add textures by rolling something along with your metal through the roller. And so if you want to like have like an imprint of, you know, the sky's the limit on what texture, and add that to your metal, which I am so intrigued with being able to do.
I've seen people do some really cool stuff where they take two pieces of sheet, not even necessarily silver, just like a cheaper metal. Like I've seen people use copper or brass even a few times, but they take a leaf.
Yeah.
You take 2 layers of metal and then roll that through the mill, and when it comes out, you've got a perfect leaf imprint on both pieces of metal. It's crazy, and I'm so excited to make some metal leaves.
Yeah,
and feathers. It's just awesome.
So many possibilities. And so yeah, that was like such a neat thing to hear that you got. And I need one.
Honestly, it was like nowhere near as expensive as I was expecting, and I was really iffy on the one because I was showing it to Alexis, and I was a little iffy based on the price. It works amazing. It's fantastic. It's like shockingly good for how little it costs.
So that's good news for those of us who try to get our tools on a budget. So
yeah, and if you go on Rio, the cheapest rolling mill they have is like $1,000. So
it's pretty spendy. Yeah. And so yeah, it's not for, you know, those that are dabbling. It's like you have to be able to rationalize spending this on a tool, but this is a tool to have for sure.
It really is. Alexis, you need to take this because I keep getting lost in your topaz.
Can't focus.
I know. I've just been like, man, that's a bright stone.
On podcast. Yeah. Awesome. And so I'm actually, what I'm going to do is tonight, which is Friday, if I'm looking into the future from when we're recording this, right after this live, this podcast, I'm going to do a live stream, and I'll go ahead and reveal the thing that I got, because it's better to see what it does than to know what it is. So yeah, it'll remain a mystery for however many minutes we have left to go. Not very many. And so there's a little teaser for you, and you're going to be seeing, this is what kind of held up a bunch of my projects too, is that I really wanted to get this, and now I can make a video from one of our trips that I will still not mention, because it's going to be fun to actually reveal this right after. So you'll have to.
You got it. I'll talk later. I don't want to spoil it.
Don't vial it. So after the podcast on this channel, just pop over to the Ozone Fine Art Adventures one, and we'll live and reveal this thing. And so that is my shows and tells and all of that merriment. And so we are into our words of wisdom, guys. So does anybody have some? Kurt?
I have words. I don't know how.
Oh no, it's Kurt. Oh my gosh, you looked like you were frozen again. But you know,
he's mastered the art of stillness.
I think so.
I totally can be completely still, and I would think I'd be frozen, but I wouldn't. I think the longest I can go without blinking is like 3 or 4 minutes.
No way.
So,
that would
I will
definitely
win any staring contest.
Is that your wisdom?
Oh, sure. No.
No, you're not getting off that easy.
So I guess for my words of wisdom tonight would be, for those of you that do lapidary work or silversmithing, make sure you wear your safety gear, like safety goggles, glasses, a respirator mask, because those things, inhaling any dust, even though if it's like wet, the stone is wet and you're working with it wet, there's still microscopic dust that can get into the air, and then you can inhale, and you think you're being safe by having it having your material wet while you're working it and stuff, but later it can still affect your lungs and everything. So just make sure you take extra precautions when you are polishing or silversmithing of any sort.
I love it. You know, it's not like you can even get safe enough, it seems like sometimes. You know, I always shudder when I've been wearing my respirator and everything, and you take that stuff off and you see all of the tiny little
line.
You're like, oh wow, that's not my lungs right now. And the obsidian that I cut, since it was a square, it had like those 4 very sharp edges because it's volcanic glass, right? Mm-hmm. I cut myself on the edge of my faceted stone. Yeah, I picked up this little paper cut, and you know, it was from if you facet, you know, you're like constantly picking up the quill and looking at your stone close up, and I didn't realize I was swiping it like every time. Again,
so it's just like cutting deeper and deeper every time.
Yeah, cut it in motion, and you know how when you do get a paper cut, like something that's a really precise cut, like it you don't notice it at first, and then you're like, well, where's that blood coming from? And
exactly.
Why does it feel so bad? Oh my gosh. I cut myself on my project, and so you can never be too safe. I basically need to bubble wrap myself.
Yeah.
Bubble boy. Bubble girl.
Seriously. So thank you for that, Kurt. That's awesome wisdom for the top of the year. And how about you, Hildegard?
Not my words of wisdom, but I'm gonna add on that. That's so freaking true. When I'm working on my lathe and stuff, especially when I'm turning resin, that's you wear a respirator, especially because you're basically standing in front of a microplastic producer. So it's I'll protect your lungs, take care of them. When I'm working on abalone, it's even worse. Shells are crazy bad for your lungs. Mm-hmm. So wear a dust mask underneath your respirator. Shell dust is some nasty stuff.
I'm sure.
What were you saying, Kurt?
I was just gonna say, like, so for those of you that know that I like custom framing, like I've been doing that for about 15 years, working in those environments with all the wood saws and everything. I never wore a respirator or anything.
Yeah.
For that entire time, and I went to a lung doctor not long ago, and he asked what was going on with my lungs, if I smoked or anything of the sort. So like, and I was like, I polish rocks now, and he's like, what do you mean you polish rocks? And he's like, do you wear a respirator? That's what he said. He's like, you need to get a respirator, or just don't do that.
Yeah,
or just stop doing that.
Oh man, well. Hopefully your lungs return to their pinky goodness as soon as you're, done not wearing the respirator, I guess.
Hello.
And hello.
Sorry, Dante got released.
Apparently.
No, my actual words of wisdom would be don't dwell, just move on. And what I mean by that is I lost a freaking sapphire. A dang sapphire. It was literally like 2 faces away from being done. Like, it was the last, I had like 3 faces left on the crown, and it was finished. And I lost it. And I could have spent my entire day trying to find it, or just been really angry about it. But instead, I just put a new one on the dop and called it a loss and kept moving, because don't cry. It's kind of a don't cry over spilt milk situation. Just start over. In the amount of time that it would have taken to find it, I probably could have fasted like 2 from start to finish. So,
and with dopped stones, like it's not like you can ever reorient the dop exactly. It was like less of a deal with that one because it was so small and I was basically done. It was just like 2 little faces right above the girdle. So it wouldn't have been like the worst thing in the world. But at the same time, it's like, this is awful. Yeah, but you moved on and look at the ring. Yeah.
Yes. It was worth it.
Totally worth it. So that's great advice for all of y'all. And, I always feel that way about troubleshooting too. Mm-hmm. Like just, okay, I ran into this big issue so many times, like trying to get around, like the workaround for a big issue that you had with a lapidary project or a metalsmithing project turns out to be like better than your original design.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, that was a happy accident.
No such thing as failure.
Yeah. So, I mean, you never know. Sometimes like it's gravy. So you got to take it on the chin and figure out how to win the fight.
Exactly.
For sure. Thank you for that, Hildegard. Awesome.
Of course.
Words of wise. And for me, same. I think that Dare to Dream is where it's at for me, on account that like I didn't think like I can touch the tool right now, and because it's not going anywhere tonight. I'm going to be up all night with it. But
you got to do the thing, and you got to send me pictures. We'll talk about it after.
Yeah. And so I didn't think that it was anywhere near. I was thinking that it was probably going to take me quite a while longer for it to land on my desk, and things shifted and blessings happened, and I was able to get it way sooner than I thought at all possible. And sometimes you shake your head and you're just like, what just happened? How did that just happen? I can't believe it. I'm pinching myself. I can't believe I have this tool. And so Dare to Dream, you know what? Like put it out there. Like, say it out loud and stuff, because, somebody might swoop in and go like, hey, let me help you or whatever. Yeah. And so, yeah.
No, I totally know what you mean.
All right. And with all that being said, go join our Discord. Send us your show and tells for viewer show and tell. That'll be coming up super soon, guys. And so fill our inbox. We'll put the the email in which to send those things to, and to get the invites for the Discord in our description down below. While you're doing that, throw the like sign up there, hit that little thing, put a comment up, and we'll shout you out next time. And from the Rockhound Podcast, do we have any other murmurs? We're sliding in right at an hour. Anybody? We're doing it, guys. It's gonna happen. All right. So thanks you all for hanging out with us at the Rockhound Podcast. We have a super awesome guest next time that we see you, and so we will see you then as a group. And until then, rock on. Thanks again, and cheers to you.
Bye. Don't say it.